they're going to interview several people outside of the closed or canceled Trump rally. And this is just going to give you a flavor of what people are thinking. And to be honest with you, none of the guys that are out here, to me, are quote-unquote these radical leftists. They're just regular guys. They all have different points of view. And in my opinion, none of them really are wrong.
Hey, Sean, good evening to you. You know, we've got a number of different people here from a wide variety of backgrounds. We've got a bunch of medical students here. We've got a screenwriter, and we've got a musician. Let's start with you. First of all, your name?
James King.
James King. Now, you're not particularly a Trump supporter, but you were here to see him. Who are you actually supporting?
I'm supporting Ted Cruz.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, Ted.
Why did you want to come here to see Donald Trump tonight?
I was on the radio. I just heard he was speaking here tonight, so I just wanted to come by and just, see what he was doing. Right. Saw a massive protest, so it was kind of interesting to see.
What did you think of the fact that protesters shut down this event tonight and really kind of impinged on his freedom of speech?
Oh yeah, I'm a freedom of speech guy, like I told you earlier, but I also believe people also have the right to protest. I just, that's the thing going on right now, shutting down speech, but people do have the right to protest too. But, I disagree with him on a lot of things, agree on a couple things, but, we should keep it that debate, healthy debate, it's good.
And speaking of protesters, here's a man who was protesting outside the event, not inside the event. Your name?
Pierre.
Pierre, and why were you protesting outside the event here tonight?
I think we've come to a point, and maybe we should have came to that point much earlier, that enough is enough. The bigotry and the hatred with Muslims and Islam and Americans and Mexicans, enough is enough, and it's time we stood up. Yeah, so.
And where do your politics typically lie?
Well, I'm center left. I'm more of a Clinton Blue Dog Democrat. But regardless, I don't care if you're the most conservative person, the most liberal person. We can't tolerate hatred. That's not who we are.
Hey, John.
And it's time we stood up. And hopefully, this sets a precedent.
Yeah, Sean Hannity's coming to my ear. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, John, I want to ask this guy a question. What has Donald Trump said that he finds so objectionable that they want to stop a rally that thousands and thousands of his supporters want to see? Why is he so bad out of shape? What does Donald Trump specifically say?
All right. First of all, you weren't trying to stop the rally, though, right?
I was on the outside, going with the flow, really supporting the guys. So maybe I was.
You were a little bit. So what is it that Donald Trump has said that you find so offensive that you wanted to stop the rally?
Well, first of all, he says Islam, we need to ban all Muslims. No, I have friends who are Muslims, a lot of good personal friends, and to say that we're at a war with Muslim people and that, it's ridiculous.
Let me just go through the list real quick here. Yeah, you guys were here to see Trump as well. Why did you want to go see him tonight?
Yeah, I agree with some of his points. I disagree with his blunt language that he talks about Mexicans and Muslims. So I really wanted to listen to some of his points and see if I really agree with him. Because apparently it feels like that he's not against Muslims. He just can't filter his words.
Yeah, he is against Muslims, so let's just call it what it is. I think this guy was trying to be nice, but Trump is against Muslims. He says Muslims hate, all Muslims hate us, which is wrong.
John?
So I've got to toss it back to Sean. Thanks very much, guys, for being with us tonight. Really appreciate it. Any more questions for you, Sean? Or?
Well, I could argue with all of them here because we do have an FBI director, an assistant FBI director, a director of national intelligence, and our special envoy to defeat ISIS that said ISIS will infiltrate the refugee population. So what Donald Trump called for was a temporary ban until we can vet them.
Yeah, exactly. But let me just see if I can bring in a couple of the other folks here because they've got a different perspective. Let's go to you, Dimitri. Was it? Dimitri, why were you here tonight to see Donald Trump, and what did you think of the fact that it was shut down?
I do think that we're in very polarizing times now. We can't sort of respect each other's opinions, and I've never seen such level of hostility before. There's a lot of people out here who are very aggressive, very angry, shutting down people's opinions and the right to have a belief that they want to, and I just think it was a bit sad. I'm personally Jewish. My friends are African American. My friend Z is a Muslim. We came here, we registered beforehand. We actually just wanted to hear what he had to say. So we want to go to his rally and maybe, because I think that's what America's about. You want to hear somebody's opinion and you want to agree with him or disagree with him based on what he says. But this current situation where you want to shut down somebody's right to listen to somebody that they want to support, or you want to shut down somebody's right to free speech, I think it's not a very positive route that Americans headed toward.
What did you think about the fact that it was shut down tonight?
Well, I thought it's sad, like Dimitri said, free speech is this thing we all value in America, and to see it shut down, it's kind of disappointing.
Right.
Myself, I'm an undecided voter, but I'm a big fan of the American political process. I think we have the most unique political process in the world, and we as students wanted to come and hear what that was about, and see what the fuss about Donald Trump was. He's been the most polarizing political figure this political season. So why not come out and hear it? Whether you want to vote for him or not, it's worth hearing because of our political system.
Well, guys, thanks very much for joining us tonight. I know you got clinic first thing in the morning, so thanks for hanging in. Really appreciate it. Sean?
Yeah, so, you know, that's the opinion. And again, honestly, I can't say that anybody up there was really, you know, was really wrong. You know, I might agree with them, I might not agree with them on some points, but this is America, and everybody's got a right to voice their opinion. And as I said, every last opinion up there, you know, I can't say any of them were wrong, even though I may disagree with some of them.